So there are three tasks yesterday I given to you, right? So one is to find the number is positive or negative, and the next one is find the greatest of three numbers, and the next one is a calculator operation using a switch. So all three completed.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, maybe let me show my screen and then I'll do it now for the calculator operation using switch. So if anyone doesn't know, then you can just follow mine. Okay, so you guys can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first thing first, I need to get input from user. I'm using input dialog, and I'm just entering A, and the label would be enter the first number, and then I'm saving it into variable called A. Okay. I'm just creating variable and then save it into variable A. So again, I'm going to use another dialog box. And I'm just putting into B here. Enter the second number. And then I'm just going to save this into a B variable. Okay, then I'm going to,
Good morning, sir.
yeah, money.
Sir, started sir class.
Yeah, yes, it started already.
Sir, actually, system was giving trouble for me, sir. That's why I have login delayed, sir.
Okay, okay, no problem. Just now we started. So
Okay.
yesterday I given a task, right? So the calculator operation using switch. So I think Srisha already completed, and I hope everyone is completed. So if you guys have any doubt, then I'm going to do it now. So you can just follow me if you have any doubt, then just let me know. So first I'm going to get an input from user, and then I'm saving it into variable A, and then same I'm going to save it into variable B for the second input. So for the next, I need to get which operation I want to do. So I'm just giving a title operation, enter, enter the operation to perform. We can give a hint like plus, minus, star, and division. Okay, so I'm going to save it into variable result, maybe operation. Okay, so I'll already get all the values from the user. So now I need to make a this is switch condition to check it. So I'm going to change this expression to string, and which operation I want to perform. I'm just putting the variable value here, operation, and I'm going to add a case. Initially it will be plus. So the first case will be plus. So I'm going to drag and drop the assign activity. So I'm going to create one more variable called sum, and then I'm going to change the scope of the sum. So it's already in the switch calculator, so no need to change it. So sum, what I need to do, I need to add this variable and this variable, right? So because this two variable in a string format, so if I want to add it, then I need to convert those variable into integer. For that I'm using assign activity here, to assign activity to convert it. In the first thing I am creating one more variable, int a. So this int a will be a integer, and the same goes with int b, and this is also a integer. So the int a should be the value I'm getting from user. I need to convert it into integer. Okay, so convert dot to int 32 of what's the value I want to convert, the value a. Okay, so same goes with int b, convert dot to int 32 of b. Okay, so once it's done, then what I need to do, if it's plus, then I need to add int a because I already converted the value. So I'm just adding those two variables, int a plus int b. Integer to string. So the value it will produce is a number, right? So we cannot save it into a string variable. So the sum also should be in a integer format. Okay. So once it's done, then I'm just using right line activity plus I'm just giving the value because we already have a sum variable. We can just directly pass this variable here. So why? Because this error, because we just need to give a string value here. So I'm just using dot to string to convert this as a string. So this is how you need to perform a plus operation. So I'm going to add another case with minus. I'm just going to copy this sequence. I'm copying this sequence and I'm just pasting it here. So instead of plus, I need to do minus here. So then I need to add another condition for multiplication. Then I'm just pasting it again for the multiplication int a star into b. So same goes with the division. Int a divided by int b. Okay, so this one, why this is error? You guys, anyone faced this error? Because
Yes, sir.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes when we divide it, we may have decimal values also, right? So the string data type cannot hold the decimal value. So what we need to do, we need to go and change it to double value. So the double data type is only can hold the decimal values. So we cannot found a double here. So we can go and browse for type, and then we can type system dot double. So if you type it, then you can get it here. Then you can click and then just click OK. So now it changed to double, but the double value can hold the integer also. That's also fine. No issues with that. So the default case, we need to make sure that invalid cap operation. Okay. I'm going to run and check it. This one. So enter the first number. So the first number will be 2. And the second number I'm going to enter 6. So which operation I want to perform? So I want to perform multiplication. So I'm just giving star here. So if you go and check it, so 2 times 6 is 12. So we can check with some other values. 9, 3. I want to perform division. So it's 3. So it's coming correctly, right? So if anyone doesn't understand, just let me know, then I'll explain it again.
Repeat it once, please.
Sorry?
Repeat it once, sir. Due to
Yeah.
power issue, I left the meeting. I cannot join. That is a step completed. Please
Okay,
explain it now.
so initially what I'll do, I'm just getting input from user and then saving it into variable A. Okay, so the next thing, same goes with B. So I want to get a 2 value. So I'm just getting a value and then storing into variable A and B. Okay, so after this, I want to get which operation the user want to perform, whether it's a plus, minus, or multiplication or division. I want to get it from the user, so I'm using another input dialog to get it from the user. So the value I'm getting from the variable a and b is a string type. So I want to convert it, then only I can add division, multiplication, everything I can do. So for that, I'm using another variable called int a. Int a is a integer data type, and then I'm just converting the variable into int 32 format. Same goes with b. So once I converted, I have a two number converted into integer. Now I can able to add it, but for that I'm just using switch case. So I'm just passing this variable which operation they want to perform. If they enter plus, then it will come here. Minus, it will go this case. Same goes with the other two. So when it comes to plus, right? So I have a variable int a and int b. Okay, so if you want to give a decimal number, so I'm just creating another variable to hold the result. And then if they press plus sign, then it will add those two and then it will print it. If they add minus, then it will come to this case and then it will minus those two and then it will print it here. Same goes with the multiplication and same goes with the division. Okay, so so you have
Yes,
you
sir.
got it?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Yeah. So have you done it this task, or you need time to do it?
Sir, how you got that A plus B beside assigned, sir? I didn't get that.
Sorry, a plus b
It, here in the assign heading, beside that assigned, you got A plus B, no, sir?
here. Huh?
Up, sir. Next, up.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, in that only. A plus B, how you got, sir?
No, a is from the user value. So I'm entering into a, right? So it is storing a string value. So I cannot use a string to add it, right? So only the numbers format can add it. So that's why I'm just converting and then creating one more variable. I'm just go and create it like this. Click create variable and then put it in a, and then I'm just changing the data type here and then I'm using it. I'm just creating into the variable panel here. So this is the value the user entered. So I'm just converting and then save it into integer a, this variable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So maybe once you've done it, then just let me know. Then we can start the next topic.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can I share my screen and show you the output?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, yes, okay.
Sir, this is program number 1.
Okay. Okay. So when I enter 0, what's the result it will show?
Sir, if you enter 0, it will show positive, sir.
It shouldn't be, right? So it's neither 0 nor positive, right?
Okay.
So
I
then
will change it, sir.
you need to make a condition before you check it. First, you need to check it whether the number is 0. If
Okay,
it's
sir.
0, you need to enter it as 0.
Okay,
Else,
sir.
you can enter it. You can check a condition whether it's a positive or negative. What is the condition you're checking?
Sir, number is greater than or equal to 0, it is
Okay.
positive. Less than or equal to 0, it is negative.
Yeah, good. So you can remove the greater than or equal to symbol.
Okay, sir.
So you can check only whether it's a greater than 0, then it's positive. Less than 0, then it's negative.
Okay, sir.
So before that, you need to check it. If it's 0, then you need to print it as 0.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I will change it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, this is program number 2.
Okay. Okay. 12. Okay. 12 is a greater.
Uh,
So instead of creating a more project, right? So you can create it like in a sequence. You can create it like in a flowchart within the same project, so you can open it easily.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
And this is calculator, sir.
Okay.
3,
Okay.
2, and I am multiplying this number.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
6.
good. Yeah, can you come down? I just want to see your code how you did it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Can you come down a bit? Okay. So can you go to the cases? Any one of the cases?
Yes, sir.
But you haven't converted, right? So how you did it then?
Sir, actually, here I converted, sir.
Okay. So directly you are giving it as integer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's also fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good.
Okay, sir.
So if others completed, then we can move on to the next topic. So maybe we can move on to the next topic. Let me share my screen first. So the next thing is we are going to see about the loops. Okay, so there are three types of loops. As basically, it will do the repetitive operations until the condition matches. So there are three types of loops we have. One is the do while, and the for each. So the for each perform basically it will iterate how many items in the list. Let's say if you have a 10 items in the list, so it will loop through, iterate through 10 times for each loop. So when it comes to while loop, right? So while loop, first it will check the condition. If the condition meets, then only it will come to the loop and then it will execute. So so it says do while means it will execute the loop first, then it will check the condition later. So the difference is between do while and while is while will check the condition at first, do while will check the condition at last. Okay, so this is the difference. So let me show it into the UI part. I'm just going and creating a new sequence, loops. Okay, so we have for each loop. So we have a for each here. So there are two type. One is for each and parallel for each. So the parallel for each we mostly won't use that one, but one we can use for each. You drag and drop it the for each loop, and then it will ask for the type of the argument. So just now we give it in a, switch statement, right? So if it's a string, then we can provide it as a string. So if it's a integer, we can provide it as an integer. So what is the value we are giving here? So this always should be an array or list or as a dictionary. We can provide it here. So we cannot give it a string value or anything here. We just need to provide the array value here. So how we can put the array? I will just go and drag and drop the variable here. So assign activity here. So I'm going to create an array with a group of numbers. Okay, so when it comes, I'm just going to create the array of integers. Okay, array of integers. So how I'm going to create an array? You just click it this one, and there is a array of t, right? So you just click it that one, then it will ask for whether you want to array of string or array of integer, array of boolean. Then you can choose is that one. So we can use it array of integers now, and then just clicking OK. So I'm already creating array of integers. So now what I need to do? I just need to assign some value to the integer. So I'm just putting the variable name here, and then I'm going to create an array with a group of numbers. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like this. So how we can define this one? Like we need to define array in a square bracket. Okay, in a square bracket we need to provide each value as a comma separated. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So something like this. Sorry, I think we need to follow with the flower bridges. So we should not use the, I think in the other programs we use square bracket, but in UiPath we should use as a flower bracket to initialize array. Okay, so how we can initialize? We need to initialize this bracket first, and then we need to put the values in the comma separated format. Okay, so currently we have 7 values here. I'm just clicking OK here, and then I'm just going to pass this and iterate to each times. Okay, so I'm just giving the value here as array of integers. Okay, so it will loop through one by one. So how we can know that one? We can use right line activity. So each time, right, when it comes to array, so the first time it will come to 1. So the item will contains 1 at the first loop. For the second time, the item will be changed to 2. So then it goes to 3 4 5 6 7. So it will loop through everything, and then the current iterated value will be stored into this item variable. So if you want, then you can change this variable too. Also, the argument will be, we have an array of integer, right? So we have an array of integer. So we just needs to change this argument to integer. Okay. So once you change it, then what I need to give, I just need to give this item dot to string. So when I run it this one, it will print all the values one by one. If you see, so there are 7 lines, so it will print each item one by one. Okay, so instead of write line, I'm just using message box. So to make a difference, I'm just using message box to print it. So same item dot to string. Okay, so I'm just running it now. So this what how the robot will run, so it will run this assign first, and it will check how many items we have in the array. So we have 7 items, so this loop will run for 7 times. Okay, so the 7 times the message box will show. We'll check it, that one, run file. So at the first time it is showing 1. When I click OK, then it will show. Now it's showing 2. So the second time the loop was run. So when I click, now the third time the loop is running. Fourth time and fifth time, sixth and seventh. So when it comes to the last one, it will end it. So the loop already knows there is a no more value to iterate, so it will end there. Okay, so this is the for loop, and this is the array we are going to use it later. So this is how we need to loop it to the array variable, and then we can print the variables there. So any doubts?
No, sir. Sir, I have a small request, sir.
Hmm?
Sir, yesterday you gave some assign, sir, that first coordinate third greater than I mean positive or negative or calculated. I'm able to do, sir. But the
Okay.
find the greatest of three numbers, I'm not getting how to do, sir.
Oh, okay. So maybe later let me show it to you. Maybe in the afternoon session, can you remind me, because we already started the next topic, right? So
Okay, sir.
maybe afternoon session you just remind me, then I just help you to do that one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anyone having doubt in this, the loop concepts? No doubt, right? So we just need to initialize an array. So let's say if I want to initialize array as a string format, so how I will do, then I will just show it to you. I'm just creating another array of string. So how I need to change it, I just go and click it, click the array of t, and then I need to choose array of string. So if I choose string, then it will show string of the square bracket means this is array of string. So how can I initialize that one? I'm going to delete this array of string. So the same, how I will do, first I need to open a flower bracket to initialize an array. So for the string variable, how usually we will do, we will use double quotes to show it, right? So I'm just using double quotes and then pressing A, and then I'm just giving in a comma separated value. Okay, so I'm just entering the value in the double quotes, because the string cannot be entered in a without double quotes. So that's why I'm just entering into a
Yeah,
double
only
quotes.
capitals only given, sir, or
No,
small
no, you
letters.
can give anything. You can put it name also. So you can put it like this also, fine, no issues. So once we done this one, then what I need to do, I'm just copy this one and then putting into a argument, and the argument will be, now we have an array of string, so the argument needs to be changed to string. Once we change it, then this item will be in a string format, so we no need to provide the dot to string here, because we already have a string in this argument. In this argument, we already have a string, so no need to provide a string. So if it's other than string, then we need to provide .toString. So I'll just run this one for now. So first it will come test sample. So now it comes, see, John, Mike, Bob, Ali. So we have all the values coming one by one. So this is how the loop works. Okay, so any doubts in this?
No, sir.
So this is a for loop. So it will iterate all the items in the list or array. Okay. So we'll see the do while and while. So maybe you guys can use uh, we can have some exercise to for this one. We can initialize array with this, and then you can find which one is the largest of this number. Okay. So same we can use. We already have array of string. So I'm just giving array of. So it's deleted already. I'm going to change it to array of integers, and I'm going to initialize this with some random values. Okay. So we have a values here. So now I need to find it which one is greater among these three items. So for that, how I need to do? I just need to use a for loop activity to access it one by one. Okay, so the argument needs to be changed because why the integer type is the array of integer. So that's why we need to change it to the argument needs to be changed to integer. Once we change it, then the array value needs to be passed here, the array of integer. So once we pass it, then we need to know which one is greater than this. Okay, so let's say I'm just using if condition. So I'm going to assign one more activity here and creating a value result as an integer data type, and I'm just assigning into as 0. So initially it will be 0. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'm just checking whether this result is greater than this item. Okay, so when it comes to the condition, the result is greater than the item. If it's greater, then we no need to do anything. Sorry, maybe we can use less than. So if its item is greater, then we need to assign it to we need to replace the value with result as the item. Have you got it, this one? So I will run it and then I will show it to you. So once it's done, then we need to we can collapse this one for the for you click and then you can collapse it, and then you can use right line activity again, and then you can print the result. Because it's an integer format, then we need to put it as string. I'm going to run this one. Okay, so what is the biggest number here? It's 9, right? So it will print it 9. So if I add it one more variable, comma 11, then I'm going to run it. So it will show us 11. Okay. So how I did it? Have you guys got it? This one. So I will explain it again.
Sir,
Yeah,
initially result is 0 and
yeah,
the condition we given that result is less than item.
yeah, correct.
So for each loop, the result will be uploaded with the new number, sir.
Yeah, correct. So
Okay.
I will explain it now.
Okay, sir.
So there will be a array we have a, list of integer number here, and the result initially it will be 0. Okay, when it comes to this low, so first time it will be 4, right? The value, the item value will be 4 for the first loop, correct? So when it comes to here, the 0 less than 4, so this condition matches. So what the robot will do, the robot will come here and then replace the result value 0 with 4. Okay, got it?
Ha, sir.
Yeah, so the next time, the next item will be 6. When it comes to 6, so the result will be replaced with 4 with the previous value. So now the value 4 is less than 6. So the condition true. So the greater number will be replaced with the result. So now the result value will be 6. So the next item will be 7. When it comes to 7, 7 is less than, the item is, sorry, the result value will be 6 and the item value will be 7. So it's
7.
greater, so it will be replaced.
Then it will be replaced.
So
Yes,
when
sir.
it comes to smaller number, right? So the greater number will be replaced for each loop. When it comes to smaller number, when it comes to 4, right? So the result will be 9 here. So 9 less than 4, the condition false, so it will not do anything. So it will hold only the 9 now. Okay. Maybe I will do the debug. So
Sir.
how you just need to know. We can use the debug to find it. So you can just click it here, go to debug, and there will be a breakpoint. You just click it the breakpoint, and then you can use the debug file. When you click debug file, the robot will run, and it will stop it here. Let's see, the execution stop here. Okay. So you can use step into, if you click continue, then it will run automatically. If you use step into, it will run one by one. So I will use step into. So this is already executed. So if you want to see what is the value inside this array of integer, then you can use watch. You can use immediate window. There will be immediate window. You can go and type array of integer and then click it. So see the value array of integer of 8. So there will be a 8 value. So it automatically allocate 8 here, and then it will, we have a 8 values here. So then we can step into next. So now it comes, the robot comes to for each loop. So I will click next again. So now you want to know what is the item value will be holding. You can go and type it here, and then you can check it. The current item value will be 4. Okay, and then I click it, and then I'm clicking. So let's see here, the item will be 4. What is the result? So the result is 0, the item is 4. So 0 less than 4 is, the condition is true. Then it will come here, and then it will replace the result with item. So if you check it, so it will go to the next low. Now you can check the result, what is the result is holding. So now the result value will change to true, because we already assigned and then we change the value. Okay, so now you can step into again. The result will be 4 and the item will be 6. So the condition is true, so it will replace, because it's a greater number, so it will replace. Now you check the result value, result variable will be changed to 6. Okay, so the next item, it will go like this for 7 and also for 9. If you check it now, so the item, the result will be changed to 9. So what is the next value we are going to iterate? The 4. Okay, so when it comes to here, the result is 9 and the item will be 4. So 9 less than 4 is condition is false. So we no need to do anything, because we already have a greatest number here, greater number here. So we no need to do anything. We just need to continue to the next one. So now if you see, the robot will go to L spot, and then in L spot we didn't do anything. So it see, the robot is coming to L spot. I'm just clicking step into, yeah. So the next thing it will be go to 3. So it will not do anything because the result is currently holding 9. If it's any number greater than 9, then it will replace with the new value. So the next one will be 5, so it will not do anything. So the next item will be 11. So the 9 is greater than 11, right? So when it comes here, so see, the item will be replaced with, now we check the result. So the result is holding currently the greater number. Okay, so there is no item to process after this. So what the robot will do, the robot will come and it will done the loop. See, the robot is completed the loop, then it will come here and then it will print the result as 11. So it's completed. So this is how you need to debug your file. Any doubts?
Sir, can you please explain it once again?
Until where you understand this, or you understand it, you didn't understand anything
I for loop, sir. Why are
for
we
the.
replacing the result value with item?
Okay, so we want to find it which one is greater among these numbers. Okay, we have
Yes,
a
sir.
numbers like this, numbers in the array like this. So we want to find it which one is greater than them. If you see it and then you can tell it the 11 is greater, but the robot doesn't know. We need to build a logic to find it which one is greater. Okay, so for that, what I do, I'm just initializing one variable called result, and then I'm assigning it to 0. So this is my dummy variable. Okay, initially it will be 0. Okay, so when I do for loop, right? So first time it will come 4. So I'm just checking the 0 is greater than, sorry, 0 is less than 4. So that is the condition I'm just putting here. Okay, 0 is less than 4. So if it's
Yes,
less than 4, then uh, the 4 will be greater than 0, right? So initially it will be 0, so the 4 will be greater. So now the result will be changed to 4. Okay, this is a result less than the current item in the loop. Okay, so the next thing, the 4 is completed. So the for loop will go to the next item here. So the next item, when it comes to 6, so what's the condition we are checking here? The result. So what is the result value here? 4. So the 4 less than the current item will be 6. 4 is less than 6. Yeah, the condition true. Then what I need to do? I just go and replace the 4 with the current value. The current value will be 6. So when it comes to next, the 7. So what's the result here now? The result is 6 now, and the current item in loop is 7. Okay, so less than 7. So the condition will be true. So the 7 is greater than 6. So I need to change the result to 7. Okay, then it comes to 9. So the current result value will be 7, and the current item will be 9.
nine.
Okay, so now it's greater, then I need to replace with 9. So next it will come to 4. So the result is 9 now, and the current item loop is 4. So this condition is true or false. So this condition is false, right?
False.
So we need to find which one is greater. So I no need to replace now because it's already a greater number. So I just no need to do anything. I just go and check for the next one. So the next item will be 3.
Eh,
So the result will be holding 9 now. So if I press 3, then this is also false. So I no need to do anything. Then the robot will go to next item. The next item will be 5. So the result holding 9. So 9 less than 5 is false. So no need to do anything. Then it will come to 11. So the result is holding 9 and the current item will be 11. So this condition is true, right? So if it's true, then I need to go and replace the result. because it's a greater number, then I replace here. So when it comes to, so there is no item to process, then loop will end. So where I'm holding the result. So this variable, right? So I'm just printing the result variable outside the loop. So not inside the loop, outside the loop, I'm just printing. So that is how I did it here. So if you collapse this one, so the loop will end within this, then I'm just printing the result here. So that's why I'm just replacing the result with item. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Can you guys just try it this one?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So try to do. I'm just finding greatest of the array of numbers. Maybe you guys can try it. The smallest. Which one is the smaller number? You can just try it. Just little bit of change in this condition. I'm not going to tell this one. So if you guys didn't find, then I'm just telling the logic. So you guys try out this one first, and then you can try to find the minimum number of this array. So I'm just giving 15 minutes of time for this one. So for you guys to work it out. I just will be back in 5 minutes.